Hey guys, welcome back to another CZ Reacts, where we watch the fun, weird, crazy, and interesting and question everything. Real or fake, you guys decide. Let me know. Leave it in the comments. I will catch up with you there. The video is for entertainment purposes only, so let's get into it.
If you've never seen a Canadian goose's tongue, it's kind of creepy. Starting in the back, they have these bumps and barbs that are referred to as tongue teeth, and this helps them grab and hold on to food. Now, these are made of cartilage. The edge of the tongue is serrated. Now, this works in conjunction with the bill to act as a cutting tool. It also acts as a strainer when they're grabbing food underwater. The more you know.
Yeah, now we know. Makes me a little bit like, they're not just geese, they can do something to you geese.
Now owns the rights to the interior of the Great Pyramid.
Oh shit.
I said, what? I said, say that again for me, please.
Wow.
NASA owns the rights to the access of the interior of the Great Pyramid. So why would a aerospace company have any interest whatsoever in a pile of rocks sitting in the desert? You gotta ask yourself, what's going on? There's something going on, and we don't have the full answer. We don't know the full story. NASA also has access and rights to Chaco Canyon, and they also have access and rights to an area inside the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
So why would they have all these 3 different locations on lock? There's something going on.
Okay, I know there's a bunch of like mixed feelings about this guy because he was caught being dishonest and whatnot. However, there's still some truthful content and stuff. He's got to redeem himself. Oh, and what the H did he say about Elon copywriting telepathy? I have to go back and watch. Like, what did he just say? I'm sorry. I know my reaction continued, but that blew my mind. I've heard it after the fact. WTH is happening right now. I need to find something on that. That is absolutely insane.
Tower of Babel was not about language. It was about telepathy. Tell the people. I already know it's true.
Tower of Babel was 100% about telepathy. They didn't confuse language. They cut us off from direct thought transmission. Before Babel, we weren't speaking the way we do now. We felt each other's thoughts. We resonated. We communicated directly through energy, not through words. The tower wasn't just a structure. It was an etheric antenna, amplifying the collective mind. Why did they destroy it? Because a unified telepathic humanity is impossible to control. Because if we don't need words, we don't need rulers, priests, or interpreters of meaning. Because they couldn't allow us to operate as one consciousness grid. The curse of Babel's the birth of spoken language. Language is the spell that broke us. Words slowed down our communication, forcing us into misunderstanding, division, and control. If you don't use telepathy, you lose it. Final thought. We are rebuilding the tower right now. Every time we meditate, sync our breath, and break the artificial frequency grid, we're restoring our original abilities. They didn't destroy the tower. They just made us forget how to use it. And now we're waking up. Spread this. It's time to remember.
Why, Elon Musk is literally copywriting or trademarking telepathy and telekinesis right now.
Okay, for most of you know how I feel about ChatGPTs. It could be accurate, could be completely fabricated. What are your thoughts on that? I have always said too, I know that we have more abilities than just what we do in our everyday life. Like, you can feel that you do. Some people have and demonstrate that. I've not heard that about the Tower of Babel, but then it kind of just like reminded me of growing up in a Christian household when I was told everything to do with like meditation, frequencies, the stars, astrology, that everything was taboo. And now I have a different view on it, where I find that like my body feels so much better when I do some grounding, when I meditate, all of that. So what are your thoughts on that video? I would love to hear from you and conversate about that one.
New York City will be spraying non-toxic chemicals into the air. In subways, the Department of Homeland Security of Massachusetts helped design this. They're not releasing which chemicals, but they're telling us that it's a response plan for a chemical or biological attack. It's a way for the feds to test to see.
And this is in New York?
Yes, 120 locations across the city.
Wow. In the subways.
Yeah. Now, most of the locations will be above ground. Some of them will be below ground.
Wonder why they're isolating it to subways.
In one news thing I was watching, they were saying that they've already been doing this for years, but they just didn't say anything. But they weren't spraying these specific non-toxic chemicals. They're spraying another one to neutralize all the toxins from the subways. So they've already been doing this, but now they're spraying new chemicals into the subway airs inside the cars to battle biochemical threats.
They're not harmful. Why are they wearing masks while they're testing this? I don't get a good feeling over that one at all. I love it. Oh my gosh. Cuteness for today.
Donald Trump's 4-day tour of the Middle East has just wrapped, so here's all of the wild shit that went down. His first stop was Saudi Arabia on Tuesday, where he secured a massive $600 billion commitment from Saudi Arabia to invest in the US. And Saudi also signed the largest defense deal in history, purchasing a staggering $142 billion of US arms. That same evening, he lifted all sanctions on Syria. Trump explained that he wants Syrians to have a chance at success. And keep in mind how big of a deal that is, because that ends a staggering 46 years of US sanctions. Israeli officials, however, weren't very happy, and they described the move as risky. Trump's next stop in the Middle East, Qatar, was even more groundbreaking because he became the first US president to make an official visit to the nation ever. He received a ceremonial fighter jet escort, he was greeted by camels, and even had a motorcade to the palace that included Cybertrucks and cavalry. Trump particularly liked the camels, though.
We appreciate those camels. I haven't seen camels like that in a long time.
Qatar agreed to a huge deal with Boeing, purchasing 210 jets for $96 billion, the largest order in the company's history. And then the two countries agreed to a deal which the White House described as a historic $1.2 trillion economic commitment from Qatar. And then to top it off, during this visit, he told the press that he wants to take Gaza and turn it into a freedom zone. And there's also talk of Trump signing a nuclear deal with Iran. Not too sure how Israel's feeling about those two either. And then today, Trump visited the UAE for his last stop, where he was given a massive traditional welcome. The US agreed to sell the UAE 500,000 of NVIDIA's most advanced chips every year, which will likely help make the UAE a global leader in artificial intelligence. The Atlantic Council said there has never been a US presidential visit to the Middle East like this one.
I really like this creator, Dylan. I feel like who needs to watch mainstream when you have Dylan? You can always get it from him. He is always on top of everything. Really enjoy his content. But what are your feelings or thoughts on that one, you guys? Let me know.
And then you're gonna pinch the sides now. Good. And you've got two puffs, yeah? As you lifted it. Oh, left or right, it doesn't matter. And there you go, there's your sheet. Well done.
Wow. That is so cool. I've never seen that, but I am one of those people who may enjoy doing something like that. The fact that you can still go somewhere and like, hey, this is how we used to make paper.
Guess who just drove 15 hours just to find out the monolith's not even here anymore? 15 hours just to find out the monolith's not even here anymore. Ayo,
What
guess
was
who just
that?
drove 15 hours just to find out the monolith's not even here anymore? 15 hours just to find out the monolith's not even here anymore.
Okay, yes, that would suck driving somewhere to find out. Once you get there, it's not there. But what is that in the background? And I know I just received a comment yesterday. Please don't do clips of things popping around corners. They're not a regular thing on the channel, but it is part of the fun, weird, crazy, and interesting feed that I get. So here is one, something popping around the corner. What is it? I have no idea.
The moon is not following its natural order because it is the end times moon. All right, this is at 4:53 p.m. It's 10:32 p.m. and I just took this. Did it change phases? Like, how is this possible? Lots of us are seeing the moon looking like a smiley face, which is not and has not ever been a moon phase. And don't try to gaslight me or yourself. I've watched the moon my entire life. I have moon phase charts that I got years ago. These are the only moon phases.
I wouldn't be surprised though. I mean, they want to block out the sun, and maybe it is so that we can't even see our luminaries anymore.
Deer walked into a thermal feature in Yellowstone. Watch this.
Are you gonna get burnt by acid? How? What the fuck? So they lied to us? It's been a lie this whole time. They've been lying to us. We can get. I'm right behind the deer. I'm hot.
Don't do it.
Look at that. No burns, no panic, just calmly stepping through the water that should have killed. How did it do that? Because.
What is... I don't know about this clip, you guys. The caption or the title.
All right, so I wasn't sure I was going to share this because my goal on here is to never strike fear. My goal on here is to bring communities together, start conversations, learn from one another, respect one another. But I feel like it's time that I share this story. Well, it's not a story, it's coming from the source and facts. But one of my very dear friends who I've kind of talked about on here before, who has shared some very important things that I've shared with all of you. He's a scientist. I shouldn't have said he, but yes, he's a scientist. He works with seismic activity. He works with a lot of different things that are in the science industry. I don't have to go in because I don't really want to tell too much about it. But he reached out to me about 2 weeks ago and was like, hey, my team and I have been tracking some seismic activity and I think you should talk to your TikTok followers about this. So I didn't think I was going to do it because, you know, I don't want to strike fear and that's not my purpose. But now what I'm about to tell you is showing up on the news, like CNN, and also news reports out of London and Australia and all over the entire world, that in the coming months, there's predicted a mile-wide volcano that is in the Pacific Ocean that is expected to go off in the next coming months. Now, when he reached out to me, they have predicted it's going to be on June 5th. And this volcano that is potentially about to erupt will trigger over 10,000 earthquakes all over the entire globe in one day. Now, I don't know what else to do with this information, but he was very adamant that perhaps I should share this information with the people who follow me. Now, I don't know if you've seen the news reports. I saw the one on CNN, and the crazy thing is it was just a scrolling bar at the bottom, not even a main story. And I don't understand why 10,000 earthquakes happening in one day and a mile-wide volcano going off in the ocean is not a headline story. So let me know.
You would think, you would think that would be a headline story. I'm telling you, man, mainstream. I don't like it. I guess we definitely need to keep our eyes and ears open. This is the first video I have come across anything to do with that. If you guys continue to come across information, I would love to hear about it. Definitely gonna keep my eyes out for that one. I mean, June 5th is around the corner. Are they ever correct with dates? But the possibility of this actually happening is enough.
Teach you this in school. Watch carefully. If you don't know anything, you can't ask questions, which is why they don't teach.
I feel like I still need some of that explained to me, which is fine. I am that person. I don't care. I will ask. I don't know what is happening. I get the magnet. Is that those videos always make me go, ah, what's going on? So I would love to know.
A perfectly preserved baby woolly mammoth has just been found frozen, in the ice, fur, skin and bones intact. Scientists are calling it the best preserved specimen in history. Now the question is no longer if, but when. Can we bring the mammoth back to life, and should we?
But they were like trying to work on this stuff already. Did they do like woolly mice, fuzzy mice? Something to do with mice and the dire wolf. I don't know. I don't know. Man, I don't feel like people should be playing God. How? How? I'm like a little impressed. How did they do that? Too bad there was like music added to that clip, because I feel like whatever noise it would have made would have been really, really cool to hear.
What do we have here?
Scammer. Oh, those make me so angry.
Crazy. Whoever slid their card here, yeah, gotta check with your account.
Like, how did he know? How do people know? Is it that number one that's kind of sunken in? How do you know if there is a skimmer on? Like, is there a way to tell? Because I would love to know. That actually makes me so sick, because you know that they're everywhere, but I would love to know, how can you tell? Because I'd hate to be that person destroying some property because I think there's one on there, but you know what I mean?
Is that a cat? Oh. Oh yeah, here, see her. Come here, little kitty. Come here, little kitty, kitty, kitty.
It's not a cat. No.
Oh! You know
Oh!
what? Actually, I hate cats. Let's go around. Is that a cat?
Yes. Oh my gosh, thank goodness. I really didn't need a scary one today. Actually, I hate cats. Let's go. She was not a cat. All right, you guys, I am going to end it there. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like the video, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when the next video drops. Thank you for watching, guys. I will meet you guys in the comments. Don't forget to question everything. And until next time, stay safe.